Hello Cowboy Nation. More Dallas Cowboys news coming up. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news from your team. Dak Prescott of the Dallas Cowboys makes an insane admission after beating the Detroit Lions. The Dallas Cowboys escaped AT&T Stadium with a win over the Detroit Lions on Saturday night. The win was certainly one of the most controversial in recent memory. The Lions were in position to win after a 2-point conversion with 23 seconds remaining. However, a late, and very controversial, penalty cancelled out the conversion. The Cowboys went on to win 20-19. After the game, Dak Prescott had to get something off his chest. Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott makes an impressive admission after beating the Detroit Lions. During the final minutes of the game, Dak Prescott fell on his sword after a bizarre pass in the "That's my fault, honestly. Other options there. Brandon ran the right route on what was thrown. They brought zero. I have to do a better job on that." That's where we talked about the roller coaster of emotions. That's when I put our team in that situation by playing that ball over there. That's one that I promise you will keep me up at night, tonight for sure. I'm going to have to get rid of that thought. The defense finally saved me. That's probably why I was so eager to get back on the pitch with 20 seconds left and redeem myself and get another chance. That's the whole point of it being a complimentary win and doing it together. That wasn't my best play and obviously the defense helped me. The win improved the Cowboys' record to 11-5 on the year and kept pace with the Philadelphia Eagles, also 11-5. The Eagles will play the Arizona Cardinals this week. Dallas will need the Eagles to lose one of their last two remaining games to have a chance of winning the NFC East on a tiebreaker. Dallas has been very good at home this year, undefeated, in fact. On the road they are 3-5. Having the same home field advantage in the playoffs will be absolutely incredible for this Dallas team. Mayfield Sports Marketing. Call Mayfield Sports Marketing at 262-366-8188 to book Green Bay Packers players or alumni for your corporate appearance or product promotion. Our booking agents will work on your behalf to get you the best price for your desired sports speaker. Mayfield Sports Marketing has earned the reputation of being the one to call in top athletes to speak at events and trade shows. To find out more about the cost of participation for Packers players or alumni and booking fees, give us a call. Cowboys Dak Prescott sends bold message after CeeDee Lamb's record-breaking game. Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott isn't holding back on his thoughts about CeeDee Lamb after his 227-yard performance. On a night when the Cowboys escaped with a 20-19 win over the Detroit Lions after 3 failed 2-point attempts by the Lions, the night was notable because of Lamb's record-breaking night. Lamb not only recorded 13 receptions and 227 yards, his career high, but also broke Michael Irvin's single-season franchise record for both receptions, 122 against Irvin's 111, and receiving yards, 1,651 to 1,603. Needless to say, Prescott, who threw a 92-yard touchdown pass to Lamb during the first quarter, doesn't believe the 24-year-old receiver is done setting records. He's really starting, and I can tell you that as long as I'm here, he'll probably accumulate these records every year, to be honest with you, Prescott said after the game. The fact that Lamb managed to break Irvin's receiving records, he set the mark for receptions in 1995 and the mark for yards in 1991, with one game to spare in the regular season, lends credence to the belief that Lamb will continue to rack up records as his career progresses in Dallas. Lamb's reception totals. Lamb's 200-yard performance was also the first by a Cowboys receiver in a single game since Amari Cooper achieved the feat during the 2019 season. CeeDee Lamb sends message about setting Cowboys franchise records. "It's a surreal moment," Lamb said after setting the franchise records, via NBC Sports' Cherry and Williams. "Obviously, shout out to my guys. We kept working, kept building and kept growing. It showed that I wouldn't be able to do any of this without them. We're looking forward to continuing." Lamb shared Prescott's sentiment when it comes to setting more records, emphasizing that this is the new standard for himself. "I still want to break them more," said Lamb. I have the tiger mentality in everything I set for myself. Obviously, I'm going to enjoy it. But now that's the new standard and the new level for me. I like to work. The two-time Pro Bowl receiver will have the opportunity to extend his record even further when the Cowboys play their final regular season game against the Washington Commanders. Lamb previously posted 4 receptions for 53 yards and a touchdown in the 45-10 win over the Commanders on Thanksgiving Day. CeeDee Lamb issued drug test after record performance. Following his record-breaking performance, Lamb was subjected to a drug test by the NFL, as noted by RJ Ochoa of SB Nation's Blogging the Boys. NFL players receiving random drug tests after excellent performances is nothing new. Lions running back Jahmyr Gibbs was subjected to a drug test after an 80-yard game and 2 touchdowns on Christmas Eve. Gibbs found the letter in his locker immediately after the game, as Fox News' Chance Martin notes. However, as Martin also notes, it's a standard practice in the NFL. A player receiving notification that he must take a drug test is considered standard practice in the NFL, Martin writes. If a player refuses to take the test, it is usually considered a positive result and can carry serious penalties. Considering the Cowboys are coming off a big win over the division winner and Lamb just posted the best game of his career, the star receiver can have a good laugh about the timing of this random drug test. Dak Prescott has honest admission after Cowboys beat Lions. You are here, home/sports/NFL/Dallas Cowboys rumors and news, updated daily, /Dak Prescott has honest admission after Cowboys beat Lions. Dak Prescott has honest admission after Cowboys beat Lions. The Dallas Cowboys won Week 17 in controversial fashion, but they could have won much earlier in the game if quarterback Dak Prescott hadn't thrown an incomplete pass with 1:55 left in the game to effectively give the Detroit Lions a free timeout. The Cowboys hit a field goal to go 7 points up, but overtime gave the Lions more chances to tie or win the game, which they almost did before a failed 2-point conversion. Much of the blame fell on Dallas coach Mike McCarthy for mismanaging the clock, but Prescott admitted it was his decision to throw the ball. "That's my fault, honestly," Prescott said. "I've got to do a better job on that." That's where we talked about the roller coaster of emotions. That's where I put our team in that situation by throwing that ball over there. That's one that I promise you is going to keep me up at night, tonight for sure. Prescott's decision could have sealed the victory for Dallas, but it opened up the chance for Detroit to come back and tie or win the game. Fortunately for Dallas, the decision didn't end in defeat after the defense made a great save on the 2-point try. But things could have ended very differently if the Lions hadn't been called for illegal touching on an earlier try. Something that became a big talking point in the NFL after Detroit players and coaches claimed that the player who was called for the penalty was actually reported as an eligible receiver before receiving the game-winning pass. What do you think of this news? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any Dallas Cowboys news.